Jordan, I like the backdrop. That's
Wow,
cool.
Yeah,
welcome.
I'm fancy
Very
now.
cool.
Yeah.
Can we flip your photo? Can we flip your photo around?
Oh, I don't know why it's doing that. Oh, I know why. Shit. Oh, it's gonna have to say like this. Yeah.
Erin, I'm waiting on Erin to do the intro. Come on, bro.
Oh, hold on. I was drinking my Celsius. But we're here with Shoot the Shit podcast. What's going on today, ladies and gentlemen? What's going on
Episode
with you guys?
3. Episode 3. We're good, bro. It's been a good week. How have you guys been? What have you been up to?
You know, I think I'm the most hated person in the world right now.
No, don't even think that. Look, we so I was in Italy when all this went down, right? Let's just pay a quick reference to it. And Erin made I don't who put anyone that saw it. Erin made a video post about him in the gym, and he was actually trying it because he talked to me about it before, right? And he was trying to be funny. So you know how you make like meme type videos or
It
like
backfired.
comedy
It
type
backfired.
videos, right? I mean, if you read the caption underneath what he videoed, it was actually humor
Which they
and
did
irony,
not post. They did not post that,
right?
but
so if you read the caption and not just watch the video, you would have got it in its entirety. But most people, being people, don't pay attention to what's written. They just look at what's said in the video and what the video was. And then some dude, some Joey Swoll character, I've never heard of him, don't really care, but he's taken this video and he's taken it completely out of context and made it seem something else. But you know, and that's fine if you want to do things for clout and follows and likes, and that's great.
Yeah.
But you know, someone sent me dude. Someone sent me a clip, a screenshot of a bunch of stuff that this guy is actually. So I don't know if anyone knows this guy's history, but let's shoot the shit. This guy, back in the day, if you go back 10, 15 years, used to send bikini pros dick pics, nudes. He used to do gay for pay, blah, 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 blah. He essentially ruined his career in the fitness industry, lost his sponsorships or whatever. And now he's reinvented himself as like the knight in shining armor for young teenage boys who think he's all a bag of chips. And I'm like, is he even relevant? Should he even matter? Who cares? And if people chime in on what he's got to say, then let them do, because you know the world's full of intelligent people and unintelligent people, and
it was just more on the fact of like, you know, he has his little army of people who goes around and just, bro, I'm talking about every post, every sponsor. But, you know, at the end of the day, after speaking to my sponsors and stuff, you know, of course, we shouldn't have posted what we posted. But at the end of the day, it's, you know, life goes on. You know what I mean? Everyone makes mistake. And, you know, again, I don't have a criminal record. I don't have any felony. I don't hit women. I don't sell drugs. I don't do anything like that. You know what I mean? So if you're gonna judge my character off of one mistake that I've done, then that just shows the type of person you are and not understanding who I am as a person. You know what I mean? Everyone has a bad day.
100%. I think anyone can attest to. I've had my moments on Instagram where I've been called out and I've been posted about, and this guy's a misogynist and he's this and he's that. And it's funny because when you like a division, like I loved wellness, I still love wellness, bikini. I mean, you might have you express an opinion. You just can't do that anymore. You just can't do that because there's so many snowflakes out there. And so you've got to be careful, especially if you're in the industry and you've got an audience that listens to you. You're followed by judges. You're followed by sponsor companies. You've got to pretty much watch what you say. But I thought it was funny. I'm the one that said to you, post it. I thought it was hilarious, but you know, it is what it is, as Maureen says. You can't do anything about it, dude.
No,
I won't lose any sleep.
It's over and done with.
Doing what you're doing. Yeah, 100%. How's everyone's week been? Jordan, fill me in. Lots of gossip.
No
Have any gossip?
gossip here, I think.
I have
Just
zero.
looking for a car, looking for a house. That's enough for my week. So yeah.
No, but Jordan told me yesterday that she's waiting for an answer off a certain coach about a certain decision she might have made. And have we heard about that or not?
Yeah, we did. We heard about that.
Is it good news?
No, it's not.
Oh, why?
As much as I would
why?
love to come to Spain and be with you guys in the seminar and the movement and stuff, my coach just doesn't think that's the best strategy for me. So
It's understandable.
Yeah, you got to listen to Cash. He knows what he's talking about.
Yeah, he's the boss, and so he makes a lot of sense though. Like, right, we want to win, so wherever I go, I want to make sure that I'm in the running for winning. You know, because that's what we're here to do. So,
and you will be. You will be. Well, how many shows did you do last year to qualify?
One.
Right.
One and done.
One and done. That's kind of my one and done. Yep.
That's good. That's good. And you've been searching for a house.
For a house and for a new car, so that is enough for my week, I think. So a lot of visiting, a lot of test driving, a lot of everything. Well, slowly, I think, which is always what we have to deal with when it comes to, even with cars, to be fair. I mean, you always look for a ton of people that are selling cars, and you go do the test drive, then you ask for a lot of information, then you end up deciding on not buying the car for X amount of reasons, then you jump to the next one. So that is basically it. So it has been pretty much my entire week. So just looking for new stuff. And the house, it has been an ongoing situation, so it takes its time.
The place you told me about before?
No, that one is not in my city. So we are looking for a place in our city in this case. Just to try the waters out, if that makes sense. So we have been visiting, like every single day we visited a different house. So yeah, it is pretty interesting, and yeah, not a lot of gym, but a lot of visiting and a lot of work and stuff like that. So that has been my week.
This will be your first property, right? At what, 22? That's a big deal.
Yeah, 23. Well, it's split with my partner, so it's not mine, but it is ours, so it is mine and his, it's the same. So yeah, 23.
What are you going for, like a traditional Portugal house, or are you going for an apartment, or
no, like a full-on apartment, like modern stuff, new construction, so that we can then, like, in 5 years time, sell it, depending on the market situation, of course, but yeah, that is the goal, more or less. We never know what's coming, especially after finishing the masters and all that. We never everything is very uncertain all the time, I think.
How's the market?
Very expensive. Like, my city is not the biggest, of course, of Portugal, so I live up north, pretty much like center north, if that makes sense. And it is not the capital, it is not even the second most important city, but it is close to the sea, so it makes the houses very expensive. Like a one bedroom, even though being small, is like 215,000.
Huh?
Yeah, it is crazy expensive.
Wow.
But we are getting married and we want to live our life.
Yeah, you want to live where you want to live, you know
so,
what I mean?
Yeah, and we have lived together, like, by ourselves, but we rented an apartment, or like some apartments. So now it's time to get our house. But it is indeed a difficult situation, because everything is so expensive. Like, the minimum that you get is like 200,000 for a one bedroom apartment.
Well,
that is normally like
big is a
70, like 70 square meters. It is small, so that's why it needs to be very careful. So we have been visiting a lot of stuff, but under 200K is never a good deal here. So normally, the houses are not, in a good state, if that makes sense. So they can be old, energetic certification, all of those things are not that good. So longevity-wise, it's not the best option, especially for us, because when we will probably want to sell the house, because a one bedroom is not enough. and especially we work from home, so that's a little bit given the fact that we have a lot of meetings and stuff like that online. And especially for family in the future, it's not ideal. So we will, of course, want to sell it. And if it's an already old building, even though reconstructed and stuff like that, it's at least for now, we just want something
really
new.
do your own construction and stuff like that, can you?
Well, we can, but it's very bureaucratic. You need to, well, let's say that you want to do like a wall. You need to go through a very it has a lot of steps of the bureaucracy here. So if you want to make a pool or to have a pool in your house, you need to ask for permission. You need to clarify everything that you want to do here. So it is very bureaucratic. And that's normally what immigrant people say about Portugal, that everything is very difficult to actually get going. We have
would it be cheaper to
lawsuits and stuff like that
so
that have been going on for decades, so it's a little bit slow here.
Would it be cheaper to buy your own land and then build, or is it better to buy a ready-made place?
It ends up being more expensive. That's the thing. And also given the fact that we are almost finishing the masters, it's a lot of work, a lot of stressing out about the whole architecture and stuff like that. And it would take a lot of time, to be fair. So we were thinking solely about an apartment, not a house. It might be way too big for us. So we were thinking about an apartment and all of those things.
I didn't know.
Yeah, but it is indeed pretty expensive.
22, it's everyone at 22 had a couple of $100,000 to throw around, So I think you're doing pretty well.
Yeah, that's the problem is that, well, it's both of us together. So it's not me, of course, and he is the one who has the most amount of money. But
even individually, Bia, if you've got 100,000 each together, at 22, 23, there's not many people that age with that kind of money lying about. So you've done well to save up and stuff.
The problem here is that when you talk with the people that are selling the houses, you kind of don't want to say that you just have 200K because you kind of you seem poor because it's the lower level, I would say, that you have to buy an apartment here, which is crazy. I mean, we have apartments, very average apartments of 1 million easily, 1,300,000. A lot of apartments are like that. So the average, I would say, for a good apartment, a 3-bedroom, 2-bedroom, is 300 to 400K here in my city.
Wow.
Which is not the biggest one. Once again, so this is not Lisbon whatsoever. Lisbon is a little bit more expensive, even more. So it's around 3K euros, of course, per square meter here.
I mean, how expensive is it in your neck of the woods in Fresno?
Fresno's kind of it's way cheaper than San Francisco and Los Angeles, way cheaper. So there's actually a lot of people who work in San Francisco or work in LA that commute to work. It's 2.5 hours to San Francisco. Jeez. Yeah, absolutely. They buy homes here. They can come what is it? The salary, the median salary in San Francisco is, I think, $500 to $1 million in a household. Whoa. It's a ridiculous amount. So people sell their homes there and then come buy $1 million homes here and would love to just commute every. Yeah. So the market here is in Fresno it's cheaper. I wouldn't say it's the cheapest, but when we talk about California, you can get a nice home here for. I mean, so I live and I rent right now, but I want to build probably in the next couple of years. But I stay in a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, and it has no, I'm lying. a 3-bed, 3-bath. It has a loft, and I mean I pay $2,500 a month. And it's in a gated community.
Is that where you want to stay, or you want to go somewhere else?
No, I'm definitely want to build my own home.
No, I mean as far as city, you want to stay in Fresno?
It's easy because of the kids, but if it was my choice, I would have been moved out of
From
Fresno.
California or that city?
I mean, I've traveled, and um I just love California's weather. I hate Florida's weather. I hate Texas weather. It's either hot and crazy stormy, or you got a hurricane that's about to hit you, or it's just California. We don't have any. Everybody, oh, you guys have earthquakes. I don't know when the last time we had an earthquake in California.
You have state income tax, so there's that.
Yeah, we have so many. We got we got so many crazy taxes, but at the end of the day, it's still like you can't beat
The
California.
weather? Yeah.
You can't. But the only thing that we need to do is get stupid dude out of office, and then we might be all right. If we could get Newsom out of office, we'll be okay.
You live in a democratic state. Like, that's not going to help you.
Right. So
Hey,
right,
you know-
if you're earning let's say 200K in California, once you've paid all your income tax and your state
broke.
tax, whatever, how much are you left with at the end of the year?
Nothing.
I don't know. It depends on those
Callie,
numbers.
like,
Well, here it would be
official
like
number
52% of that.
how much do you pay per month again? 2,500?
2,500. What he said.
You know that you can only get a studio with no bed, like no bedroom for 2,500
in LA.
In Marina. Do you know that my HOA is almost 2,500?
That's crazy.
Yep.
Move to
And
Fresno.
Well, in Texas,
imagine.
you can get so much more.
So I'd rather like rent, right? I think it's the stupidest thing ever. That's why we've been packing because we're moving to Spain.
Yeah,
Finally.
I understand.
Finally.
Did you say move to Texas?
To
Yeah,
Spain.
you can get so much more. There's so much land here, you know.
But
Yeah,
here's the thing on Texas real estate though. A lot of people are, oh, it's so cheap, it's so cheap. Well, at the end of the day, you're still getting effed on the back of that loan. California, they take their money up front. Like that's why it's so expensive. Like Texas, they still get you on the back burner. It's not just so much cheaper in taxes. They're getting you on the back of the loan.
Explain that to me because I don't understand how they
Yeah, we Europeans left.
Yeah, explain that.
The chat.
Hold on. Let me go into my real estate app.
Yeah, do that.
My real estate statistics.
let me see what this is. Yeah, you're talking about here.
But there's no state
I've-
income tax in Texas, right?
What's that?
There's no state income tax in Texas.
No, there's not.
And there's no
That property tax is
in
crazy.
Texas.
though.
Over is.
We do have property tax, and that's probably where they
The
make
property
up some of it,
tax is
though.
where they get you on the back end.
But
How
if you
much
own
property
your
tax
house,
do you pay?
if you own your house, then you get a little bit of a break, like me. So your homestead exemption, you know, so it's a lot less.
Got it. It's a swings and roundabouts. So is it really about that? There's a lot more freedom in Texas compared to democratic California. Is that why people tend to move there?
There's a lot of people moving to Texas, regardless from
It's
Florida
because of
to.
it's because of the land value here. You get so much more than you
You
get
do.
in California, and you don't have
You
to
do.
pay the state income tax. So
So you're saying Texas is great. Erin's saying California sucks. Maureen's
wait, he is?
sick and tired of California.
I did not
And
say
she's
it
moving to
sucks.
Spain. Well, no, apart from the weather. The weather's good, right? The weather's
The weather's
It feels
decent.
a
amazing.
lot like California right now here. So what's up?
No, that humidity is not like California. We don't have
Today,
that humidity.
today
I'm
it's a
sorry.
little humid, but yeah, mostly. I mean,
Every
in
time
the
I'm in
winter, it
Texas,
feels a
I
lot
feel like
like
I gotta take a
California.
shower 5 times a day.
Maureen, you said Florida. You prefer Florida to California weather.
I like Florida. The weather.
What part of Florida?
Fort
'Cause it's
Lauderdale.
all wishy-washy. It's all
Fort
wishy-washy.
I like Fort
Okay, Fort
Lauderdale.
Lauderdale got some good weather, but
I've
Orlando,
stayed there for half a year.
Miami,
No,
Is it
it's
really
still
that different?
crazy.
yes.
Ah.
That's flash flood city over there.
Full flash.
She
No.
likes the humidity out there. I find it too humid in Florida. I prefer California dry weather, but she likes
The
the
thing is,
humidity out there.
but California weather is just so beautiful. Sorry.
It is. You can't
Like
beat it. You
the
cannot beat it.
here hits different. Okay.
Better than Spain?
What?
Better than Spain?
No, okay. Spain is way better for sure. And overall,
Right.
I've stayed in Spain for half a year. I've stayed in Florida for half a year. I've stayed here. If I nothing like beats Spain. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Hey, can they give me that
So-
hairdo too?
Go.
I said, yeah, she's got.
There you go.
Why have you got 3 people doing your hair? 2 people. 2 people?
Because there's a lot of hair going on.
Are you
What are
getting
you- are you-
hair or having hair taken away?
So they're gonna remove it and put it back.
I see.
Yeah.
Hair is life. I know.
They're shaving it all off.
Oh, I mean, I'd love to, like, at some point of my life.
Just one good time.
No, but is that what's
I'm
what?
not kidding.
You just
I'm
said
not
they're
kidding.
taking it off. They're taking it off and putting it back on.
Yeah, no,
So confused.
not shave it though. No, it's more like for volume. No, I don't really get like bellends or something.
Mine's for volume too.
I just got
All
used
of
to
Dan,
stop doing this.
your hair is how much money do you spend on hair?
Go to my YouTube channel because I'm gonna post a glow up transformation and show you guys how expensive LA is.
Well, LA hair
That
and
is
artists
interesting.
and makeup, it's different. It's different.
I'm not going there.
It's different. Like when women pay
Yeah,
crazy
woman.
amounts of money for
Yes.
hair,
Crazy.
makeup, lashes, lips, whatever. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
let's talk about that.
You know, the
What
thing
do
is,
you want to talk about?
you can be broke.
Educate me. I have no idea. How much do you pay? Right. So here, if you go to get your nails done in England, you're going to pay about $50.
Okay, wait, let's talk about lashes,
With
okay?
tip, or do you even tip there?
Okay, can we talk about
Nah,
lashes?
you don't tip in England. Why do you need to tip?
Yeah. Everything is
They're doing their
expensive.
job. Why do you need to tip them?
Exactly my freaking point, you know?
So how much?
Go on, let's start with lashes. Lashes.
Okay, lashes, let's go.
So lashes in Spain is 80. No tip, because they don't really take tip. You know how much I paid here, like the other day, and I woke up 2 days and it started falling off again. So I complain and do it again and start falling off again. I paid $170.
Oh my god. No.
I'm allergic to
Why?
that. That's a no for me.
Yeah,
No.
lashes are
And how-
It's a no for me too.
to no.
Me too.
I had it
times a
done
week?
like for a year, I think, and I just started getting a very bad allergic reaction. So
Probably the
I'm
glue.
out.
Sorry, the
Yeah,
glue.
even anti-allergic glue, it did not work for me. And then I tried to do it like a year later, and the same happened. I looked like a frog, you know, like I couldn't even open my eyes. So I was
That's what
like,
I would look like
never
if I
again.
didn't have
Bye.
lashes. So
There you go.
Why? Okay, so where did eyelashes? Why do people feel? Why do women feel like they need to accentuate their eyelashes? Why can't you just have like normal eyes?
Because I feel like God bless men with more lashes than women.
No.
You're trying to
get No. equal.
What the fuck?
I don't know.
I
Well,
don't
it's the
even
same as
have-
the hair, I think, for everything to look better. Like naturally, just wake up and you don't need to put effort on it.
Like in the olden days, you just apply that stuff, right? But what is it, mascara or eyeliner? What do you call it?
Mascara.
Yeah.
Right. So in the old
You don't-
days, that was way
Yeah.
more than good enough.
Well, if you have false lashes, you don't apply it.
You
I
just
do.
wake up and go, you know.
Is that what it is? Or is it that having lashes is more convenient and you don't have to do the mascara?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
And normally, everything is like just more volumey and longer. So
That's
every
true.
lash.
Yeah.
The mascara just, you know, it elongates a little bit, but never too much. And then it like aggregates the lashes as well, so it's not a lot about volume, I think. So it's a different thing.
No, but
and it makes
do
it
you
darker
think-
normally.
Do you think it makes you look more? Does it make you look more feminine and beautiful, or
Well, ask
is it
a
just
man.
because?
Let's ask Aaron if he thinks it makes us look more fabulous and beautiful.
Do you like let me ask a question. Do you like women with tarantulas stuck to their eyelids?
It doesn't have to be that big, you know.
I think it's a good beauty ad, you know, for women. But there's also women who take it
Too
overboard,
seriously.
you know,
Extreme.
like I've seen some eyelashes that I'm like, what the hell is that?
Can you drop a name or can't you?
I want a little short.
No, this is just random people. This ain't people I even know. This
I know.
I can see this. I can see this in Fresno. Like it's just it's some people just do a little too much, you know. And again, most women don't have to do much, but they just feel that they want to feel more prettier or whatever the case may be, and then they want to have that a little bit more advanced or enhanced. I mean, but to be honest, I mean, I think it's okay. Just don't overdo it.
Normally, guys don't even notice that, I think.
Well, I have to know this stuff because I have a daughter who thinks she's been asking for makeup since she was 3 years old, and
that was me when I was a little girl.
Yeah. So,
yep, that's all I want to do: plain makeup.
I get young girls, B, that come to the clinic at work, and I'm trying to put contact lenses in their eyes, or trying to fit my glasses or whatever, and the glasses or the lenses physically won't get into the eye because of this hairy shit going on here, and like you end up getting like a little hair on a contact lens, and if you get it in the eye, it irritates them.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm talking teenage. I'm not even talking adult women. I'm talking like 16 to 24. The other women, I think, that are working like typical office jobs and stuff, they're just going with like a really clean, professional look. Like, remember that photograph you posted the other day about weddings, and there was you, your mum, and your sister, your grandma, I think.
No,
if you look at my
mum. Yeah,
right.
My mum and my sister.
If you look at her feminine beauty in that photograph, I don't know whether you can
it's
put it
very
back up
different.
again. It's like, but it's still like classic beauty, as opposed to the very exaggerated beauty today. So where do you think it's evolved? Where did that change start?
I don't know, but do you want to see something? How do I change my camera? Yeah. I'm gonna show you my daughter's makeup drawer. I don't know if I will show you actually because of the background. Oh, nope. Okay. But I'm sitting in her room, and yeah, it's a lot.
Okay, so here's a question for the ladies. Question for the ladies. So if you had to pick one thing that you've enhanced, what's something you can't go without?
Hair.
Good question.
Oops.
What'd you say?
Just that, I think.
Hair?
No, just breast augmentation. Because I have nothing, like it's my hair, it's my mouth, it's my eyes. It's the only thing that I have that was changed. And it's the only thing that I would change because I looked like a guy, literally. Like straight.
Okay. Understandable.
So I think it would be just that. Just that.
So we got hair,
but it has its downsides
breast
as well.
augmentations. What about you, Marie? What could you not go without?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear. What's the question?
Yeah.
What could you not go without?
Oh, I cannot go without. I've spoke about this in my vlog actually. I think it's the lashes, honestly.
Yeah.
They are everything.
I think it's everything.
Yeah.
I can sit back and
But
be
if you just say hair, that covers lashes.
No,
all of it.
No,
What?
that's no. No, that's not how that works. That's not how that works.
What do you find when you first see a girl, a woman? What's the first thing that catches your eye? Are you an eye guy? Are you an arse guy? Are you a boobs guy? Is it overall presentation?
In that topic now.
That's all Aaron.
Guy for sure.
There's a couple of things. Just like a nice, pretty face, but then I'm also like a feet person. So like she has to have
wow.
pretty.
Yeah.
She has
Whoa,
to have
I,
pretty.
I didn't wow.
So
that
she
was
needs to meet you barefoot.
How are you gonna see that on the first look?
Yeah. How do you notice that?
Well, the way Instagram is set up, if I was interested in somebody, you can go through their page and see if they posted
Okay, that's
their
creepy.
feet.
That does make sense.
well,
No, but I'm talking
that-
about forget. Like, let's talk pre-social media. If you were just walking down the street, you're in a restaurant, you're in a bar, in a club, whatever. What's the first characteristic of a woman? Apart from pretty face, because that's like everyone wants to have a pretty
her
face,
shape,
right?
the shape of her body.
Her shape.
Her shape. Yeah, you got to have a nice shape.
So we're talking off-season bikini or wellness.
be careful now. We're all bikini here.
To be honest, I would probably say an off-season bikini person because I mean, even some of these off-season bikini girls could pull off even a wellness look in their off-season.
Yeah.
They definitely do grow their physiques in an off-season, and it looks. I've seen some girls that are in bikini that could pass for a wellness girl. You know what I mean?
So
So
you don't mind your you like your Jello to jiggle then?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
What?
That's not allowed in bikini. No jiggling, okay?
No, but off season.
I mean, it just gotta be there.
It's got to be firm. Do you want it jiggly or firm?
In the middle. In the middle.
So
Yeah.
Yeah, in the middle.
You're like, it's not in the middle. Sorry, get out. No, I'm just kidding. You're too hard.
But which brings me to it was Valentine's Day this week, right? So what did you Maureen, what went down on Valentine's Day?
Nothing much, bro.
The usual. Am I imagining like the usual shit?
The usual shit.
Oh, that's sweet. You're saving it for next week when you're going on holiday?
Yeah, it's a lot of 2 weeks in Tanzania. It's already like a birthday. Oh, our birthdays is coming up. Both of our birthdays,
That's
actually.
cool.
So this is our birthdays presents to each other.
23rd, 24th, right?
Mhm.
Why Tanzania? What's going down in Tanzania?
Oh, his best friend's girlfriend's mom, she works there for 15 years. So we want to experience the local experience in Masai Mara instead of like, resorts and stuff.
Nice.
So we're gonna go to Tribe. It's more like an experience rather than a resort vacation, if you know what I mean.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So does that mean you're going to be camping?
Glamping.
Oh,
no,
I'm
it's
excited. That's really cool.
gonna be nice.
Very cool. You've never been before, no?
Never been.
And then from there, you're coming straight to UK.
Yeah.
Sick. And what about Jordan? What did you do for V-Day apart from glutes?
I slept
There you go.
all day, basically. Yeah. It's just been a hard
Eric?
week.
Nothing. Nothing.
Nothing. You weren't checking out Instagram for people's feet?
He already
No.
has
No.
his feet.
No more free toast. No.
Actually, no. I to be honest, I'm on prep, so I mean, it's nothing really. I can't really do too much.
Well, back up. Prep. When did this start? We haven't had this conversation. What prep?
Well, we're just growing right now. We're trying to bring something we haven't brought before, which is a crazy package with dense muscle mass, not so I would say stringy, but just a little bit more, just a little bit
Right.
more.
Did
So
you
we're
watch?
in the growing phase right now.
Just to dip into a bit of bodybuilding. Did you watch Hanny Ramrod's interview with Tyler
No,
on his channel?
I haven't seen it yet.
The Truth Bodybuilding Truth or Truth Bodybuilding something. So I think Tyler was down there last weekend for an NPC
Nice.
workshop or something, and Jim and Jem and all them guys went down there, Attila, and he jumped into Hanny's gym for a little interview, and we were talking about men's physique specifically, and how now the shorts have to be, is it 2.5?
Yep. Which, I mean, I don't have a
You've got to
problem
have
with
some
that.
leg development going on. So are
all,
you
all
not
my
focused a little bit
shorts,
more on?
no, all my shorts have been 2 inches above my knee. I mean, regardless.
Right.
I'm not the type to wear baggy shorts on stage. So,
Well, who is? Who is wearing baggy shorts on stage?
A few people in Europe,
Few
to be
people.
fair, but
Okay. Oh.
It's a lot of people that wear baggier shorts.
Yeah, there's a lot of pros in Europe. Men's physique haven't got big legs or like legs.
And the thing is, like, I don't
Maybe.
have small legs. They're just not. I just need them to match more of my height than anything. I have the legs. I just need to put a little bit more size on them. So,
I guess the good news is you don't need to qualify for that. All right, you can just walk right in.
no, yeah, we're about to be 230 on stage, pilt.
Cool.
Yeah, we're gonna look stupid.
And
I'm excited.
B, you're definitely not competing this year. You've not changed your mind.
Well, so far I have other things that are quite important, like major stuff. So yeah, not yet. Maybe at the end of the year, but I don't know, still deciding on it.
How's wedding plans going?
Well, it's very normal. Our wedding is going to be like pretty simple, so all good. It's just like a normal like lunch plus dinner. Everyone is paying its own like their own things. So no presents. I just want people to pay for what they're gonna eat so that we don't spend like 5K on a day. That's not entirely about us, if that makes sense. So of course you need to give some attention to the invited people and stuff like that. So we want to use that money to travel and all of those things. So it's just kind of a gathering, I would say. Like a fancy gathering of our entire family.
You guys should come tell some of the American people that they spend 30K on weddings out here.
Well, my sister spent a lot of money as well, but my brother-in-law is in the television, so they had the television there, the national channels and stuff like that. So it was kind of something that they should have done, if that makes sense, with all the production and stuff like that. But in our case, I mean, I don't really want to have like a lot of work with that because we already have like a very good life together. So that's why we didn't even do anything for Valentine's Day, because we have dates like 3 times a week, I would say. So we go out to dinner, both of us together, we spend like 24/7 together. So it's really like a honeymoon, I would say. And the same thing is going to happen with the wedding. So we are already married, but just not on paper, if that makes sense. And we just don't want to, spend a lot of money on a day just for the other people to eat. I mean, if everyone pays like $80 for their food instead of giving us 100 euros, that's, maybe better for them and better for us. So we are going to pay for our parents' food and for ours, of course, and the rest of the people are going to pay for their own. So we have
that's a pretty cool concept, especially if you're not bothered about.
That's quite bold here. So I told some people, and they were like, "No, are you gonna do that really?" But I'm like, I don't want to spend that amount of money on other people. And many people. I mean, sometimes you need to invite people that are not really part of your life, but you should, because they are like family or something like that. But they don't even know my fiance, so I don't really want him to pay at least half of their food, so each person pays their own. It's going to end up being like a 4.5K wedding, I would say, but just because people are paying for their food, I mean, we are just going to spend like maybe like 300 each because of paying for our parents. So that is it, and the rest of the money is going to be for us. Well, we are, buying a car, buying a house, so we need to use
That's
that
a
money
lot.
for other better things that actually matter. I mean, of course, the wedding day matters, but it's not really something
You
that
could be setting a
want
new
to.
trend there.
And on the actual wedding day, so the day that we signed the papers, we are going to then, well, maybe grab some food, everyone together, then do some bowling, paintball, laser tag, all of those things. So it's, very simple for everyone to just have fun, And it's a normal day. It's like Valentine's Day. Every day is a Valentine's Day for me, to be fair.
Are
So
you having your registry wedding and your wedding on the same weekend, or are they going to be
no.
on separate?
So the day of the registration is going to be the 9th of July, and then the other day might be on the 12th, which is the Saturday, the following Saturday, or a tad later because we are going to finish our masters on the 19th. So we are just deciding on doing it like 1 week earlier or 1 week later, if that makes sense. So
9th
so
would
yeah,
be the
but
Tuesday. I'm just making sure I've got time because I'm going to come to both.
well, yeah, we need to send the invites as well.
Yeah, that'd be super
So
cool.
yeah, it's in the making. He is in charge of making them and sending them. So yeah, he is the one that has a little bit more of a designer mind. So
You have to charge.
he's gonna
You'll
be
have
doing
to
that.
charge Caesar double because he's going to eat. He's going to eat 2 portions.
Jesus, he's gonna be hungry, but well, it is what it is. It's diet mode. Well, he is on diet, I think. So I think he's not concerned about it because his girl is competing as well, I think. So yeah, she's prepping anyways, and the rest of the team as well. So I do think he'll be glad he doesn't have a lot of food there. But yeah, it's gonna be nice. I mean, everyone together. I don't know many people on my fiance's family because they live far away from us. And many times we go there, but they're not there. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. And also,
Yeah,
my fiance is not baptized whatsoever, so it wouldn't be possible to have something bigger like with a church or anything like that. And I'm not religious as well, so
yeah, got it. Is does that does not being Christian affect anything as far as your marriage certifications go, or like do your parents
so we get
not say
the
that he has to be Roman Catholic or whatever?
so we get like the social papers, the civil papers, so that is always included, and then you can like add on, I would say, use the church as an add-on because there are a lot of churches here, and I'm Christian, yes, but he is not baptized. So even if I wanted, he wouldn't be able to like enter the church and actually like do the marriage there or get married there. So yeah, but I am not religious either. My family is not as well, so it's even better because it's more money for the preach or like the preacher or something like that. So to say that we
Yeah,
can kiss, I mean,
I don't know. I don't know how I would do it if we like traditionally in an Indian wedding, you've got to invite the whole village, so it's not a small, and it's all about in Indian tradition. It's all about it's just a tradition. Like you have to, even if I don't know that person, and
yeah,
it could
you
be
must go.
someone I've never even met. The fact that my parents are aware of who they are and we're from the same
Mm-hmm.
area, it would be rude not to invite them. Like you've got to feed everyone.
Yeah,
But a wedding in India is far cheaper than a wedding in England would ever be because in England now they do it all
because it's
like the Western
fancy, and
way,
also in the US,
have
I think here it's the same thing. I mean, some weddings
proper
here are like
plates and
three, yes, are like
candelabras and chocolate
30K.
fountains and all that crap.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, well, I've never wanted anything like that, anyways. Yes. So I've never wanted anything like that.
Yeah,
And I just wanted to, well, I started wanting to get married when I started dating João, my fiance. So I mean, it's new to me as well, technically, but it's not a big deal to be fair. I mean, as long as
so
the relationship stays the same, I mean,
um,
it will be it will be worse, I would say, if I mean if someone wants to get married for the relationship to actually be good or to have like a very different day because the relationship is boring or something like that. I mean, I just want everything to be the same because everything is good already. Like it couldn't be better. So as long as everything stays the same, that's fine. Yeah.
If I ever have a daughter, I want her to have your mindset because that's wicked. It means I've got to spend a lot less money. That's cool.
Well, my parents wouldn't be spending
that's very
any,
cool.
anyways. But the culture, I would say, like the Catholic culture is half the parents. So of course, my parents would pay for my the people that I would invite, and his parents would pay for the people that he invites. And also like half. I would say if he has like 60% more people or something like that, they pay the extra 60%, if that makes sense. So it's kind of percentage wise, it's very well split.
It's a very modern.
But in our case, I mean, it's
concept.
not a lot of people. It's like 50 people. Yeah. And it's like 50 people.
It's very modern
I mean,
concept.
all the friends, all the family. So yeah.
Traditionally, if you watch, remember that really cheesy movie from back in the day, Father of a Bride? Did you ever watch it, or am I just being really old?
Maybe I watched it, but not. I do
Steve
not know it from the name.
Steve Martin.
Yeah, Steve Martin.
Was it Steve Martin? Yeah. So like traditionally, I think like my father pays for everything, right? Or like if you watch Meet the Fuckers or
but imagine a dad
marriage
paying
movie
for
there was.
everything. I mean, I know it's a tradition, but it's a lot of money
It's a tradition.
on a day. I mean, on a day.
Yeah, it's definitely a tradition. It's a bit like the thing where the woman might always say that if you're going to have an engagement ring, it's got to be like, what is it, 7 times the value of that ring has to be like 7 times your.
Is it 20% of your salary? I don't know.
Oh Jesus!
Is that right? Is that still a thing nowadays?
I never wanted to.
I don't know.
So.
I don't know. I mean, if I spend like 100 euros on each ring, that's fine. You know, I mean, let's say that I lose the ring for some reason. You know, I mean, my friends, the ones that got married like in April, I think it was in April, they got like rings from like Etsy or something like that till they got the like better ones. I would say that are not expensive, like 500 euros for 2 rings, but till now they got just like Chinese brand ones. So it doesn't really matter. So they have been married for like a year. You cannot marry and the ring is the exact same.
You can't marry a woman in the U.S. You can't marry a woman in the U.S. with that kind of ring.
Sure, you can. You just have to promise to get her a better one if it works out. You know, within like.
No, that's what I'm saying. You still got to promise to get a better one.
No,
right.
You can't. You like women are so.
I just want my hair and lashes, and we're good. Like I don't need.
right.
The ring, just pay for my hair and lashes.
Yep.
Oh, I gotta have this type of ring. I gotta have that. It needs to cost this much. That's how women are, especially in California.
Hypothetically, Jordan, right?
Well, I think it will depend on the person as well.
If you and I dated,
big of a deal.
Jordan, if you and I dated and we've been dating for like 7 years, 8 years, and I gave you this shitty ring from Etsy and proposed to you in the most romantic environment ever.
It was a draft situation till they got the real ones.
No, I'm just like, as an example.
I'm gonna tell. Can I answer this before she answers it?
Yeah, go.
She might accept it to not hurt your feelings, but then that conversation afterwards ain't gonna be too good. That's
I mean, of course, you need to show that you are, you want to be in the relationship. But if you buy a €1 ring, maybe
but what happens
you don't
after
really
that,
want
Beatrice,
to spend a lot of money on the person, But
but
it needs to be like very
balanced,
like not a 30K ring. I mean,
but the difference is that you're for a 22, 23-year-old, you are super mature and you are super sensible, and you have got a plan that you and Zhao you're going to execute down to the T. Right? You've got this vision of where you want to be 20 years from now, and you're not going to compromise on shit. And that's awesome. I wish every young kid.
I think that we are slightly slightly different, well, comparing to the people that are our age, just because, first of all, our upbringing is a very traditional in a way that my parents are together, and my mom has been married to my dad since she was like 17. So it's been a long time, and his parents started dating when they were like 14 years old. So in that sense, it is very traditional, and we have the examples at home that, you kind of need to be with someone that you really love. What happens to us is that we are friends, like we are best friends. The one who I gossip with is him, not my girlfriend, like not other guy friends. I gossip with him,
so
and he's the one who wants to know the juice. So that's our relationship. Like we are friends, and that's the base, I think.
But how many girlfriends, proper girlfriends, that you're super close to, that you share everything with, do you have?
Well, extremely close. Yeah, one.
Okay, so to you, only her opinion would matter.
Well,
so when
besides
Joe
my mom and my sister, of course, but
and you said, "Hey," right? No, of course. But so when he proposed to you, you would have been like, "Hey, I'm engaged." Joe proposed, and you would have shown her your ring. And because you two have got a mutual, probably similar cultural understanding and upbringing and whatever, she would have been super happy for you, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I think in the UK and in America, if I was to propose to Jordan with a shitty ring, and she might really like it, but I mean, she'd go to her circle of friends and say, "Hey, this is my ring." And they'd probably talk shit.
Of course, I'm not going to like
right?
it, but I would like it because it was from somebody that I loved,
Okay.
So
yeah, that's the thing. I mean, but are those really your friends if they care about those things? I mean, maybe you should just reassess your friendships if they are that way.
And your values.
That's the friend that has the Etsy ring,
Right.
So I didn't say shit. I mean, I thought that it was like a legit ring. I didn't even look at the ring, to be fair. So yeah, they didn't even get a photographer whatsoever. So we are the ones taking the pictures for them. So as long as they love themselves, like each other, that's good. That's enough.
Sorry, go on, Jordan.
What me?
I thought you were going to say something.
I guess, why does it have to be a ring? Why can't it be like a house? Wouldn't that be more like useful and stable?
Well, that's useful.
Instead of this ring, I bought you this house, Hell yeah, that's what
Well, he needs to be rich, maybe. Well, I would accept that, of course. I mean, if that means that the person wants to live with me and share life with me, I mean, yeah, if that's a translation of that.
Yeah,
but
that's good.
Said the conversation after the proposal wouldn't be a good one. What did he mean? What do you mean by that, dude?
House first.
I don't know. I don't think that ring would cut it, to be honest. I'm just saying, like, in the U.S., women are very, very, very materialistic. We're talking about the U.S. here. We're talking about the United States of America.
Well, that's very globalized, I think. That is globalized, I think. It depends a little bit more on the personality, honestly, I think. And on the upbringing, but of course my parents have never talked with me about
maybe
those things.
It's just California. Maybe it's just California. Maybe it's not all of America.
No, it is.
It is. Trust me, it is.
Really?
Yeah. You need to, Umesh, you need to watch TLC, the TV channel TLC, and then tell us.
Yeah, you gotta take a dive into.
You can come take a dive into my life and my kids and what they want and what their friends have, and I'm like, what is going on here? Like, I can barely afford to take care of myself and my maintenance, and now you have maintenance, hair, nails. I'm like, no, I'm not doing it. So it's like, this is ridiculous.
But do you think they get that because you maintain yourself so well that they want to just be like you?
Well, maybe, Well, so maybe. Now.
So you got to start dressing like a scrub, and then they'll want to be like a scrub.
Yeah.
No, it's not going to happen, is it? It's hard.
We all wear the same shoe size, so we just kind of like all wear the same shoes,
What about the most high maintenance woman in here, Maureen? most high maintenance woman in here, Maureen.
Me, I'm the highest.
What kind of high maintenance? What kind of? How would you want an expensive ring, or would you settle for a cheap ring, or not a cheap ring, but like an all right ring?
Honestly, whatever you can afford. It doesn't really matter. Like in my case,
You don't really care about that kind of shit.
no, in my case with Fran,
Yeah.
I the celebration more than the wedding itself, honestly. Like I just wanted to
I see that.
maybe in Vegas, I don't know, like more
Yeah,
party
Vegas. There you go. Let's go.
or Bali, you know, more spiritual. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it will depend on the person.
I've not seen you. I've not seen her with any. I think you've got one designer bag, right? And that's it, pretty much. I've seen maybe two at a push.
No, I don't really. I don't.
You're not really that person. You're not like Gucci, Prada, Tom Ford, or whatever person.
No, but it's just
Me either.
not for me. It's beautiful.
You don't have any purses?
I don't have any bags.
She's so basic. I think her most expensive bag is her wolf pack, and she got that for free.
Hey,
The most expensive are her lashes.
But
Proper.
you can say so. Look, you always call me like super like bougie or whatever the case may be, or I'm flashy with my
I really
clothes.
like as a guy. When I'm looking for a fashion magazine and I see guys dress well, what I'm saying is you dress really well. I like it.
Yeah, but it's
I
not
love it. In fact,
crazy.
if I could dress
all
how
my
you
stuff
dress,
is not crazy expensive. It's not.
No, I know, but you've got that Maureen type thing going on where you can wear something really basic and
Absolutely.
make it look expensive. Remember when we were in Italy and you showed everyone your watch?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Everyone thought it was like a $10,000 watch, and how much was it?
Yeah. $16.
$60.
Hell yeah.
$16. And like everyone
I
at that
got another
table,
one on
like,
today,
from America.
That one might be $17.
Everyone from like Dubai, from
But that's
all the
that's
guys
the
from
thing.
Jeddah
So
and the Middle East. They
when I
thought
tell
you were like. Everyone thought you were Mr. Designer. No one knew that watch was $16.
no,
Like
bro, and that's the thing about me and be used to being a freaking fashion stylist. Like just because we fashion stylists and we work with celebrities don't mean we go find the most expensive thing to put on their bodies. No, we find what looks freaking
Good.
amazing. You know what I mean?
True.
So like even when I was a fashion stylist, I never wore Gucci, Prada. I never wore that. I mean, I have a belt, I have a bag, but that's about it. That's not shopping name brands don't mean anything to me. For the most part, I like to wear my own stuff. And these people create stuff for me. Like this is not nothing name brand, but do I know how to match and wear and put things together? Absolutely. But that's what takes.
Who taught you how to do that?
Huh?
Yeah.
How did you become a fashion stylist?
So basically, it all started when I started working at a store called Buckle. So Buckle was it's all over United States. They are in a sense a fashion stylist because like soon as a customer comes in, like we try to freaking match everything that they have on. If they're looking for pants, maybe they're not looking for pants. Okay, if you're not looking for pants, let me show you this shirt that might go with these pants. Or if you're not even looking for this shirt in your pants, well, what about these shoes that we just got in? Or well, if you're not looking for shoes, well, I mean, we got accessories here and there. Well, if you're not looking for that, well, we got a Buckle card. So whenever you are ready to come shop, now we just sold them a Buckle card, a store credit card. So now guess what? They're coming back to shop with me. And I get to show them around the store for everything that's new. You know what I mean? And we piece it together like that. So once I started doing that, I started loving fashion more. I grew up in the 7th grade drawing my own shit, like clothes. I've done that already. And the thing is, when I stopped that Buckle, I tried to merge into that whole lane of being my own boss and coming out with a clothing line. But at that time the money wasn't the money wasn't there because I created a jacket. Did I bring it? I did bring it. So it was that black long jacket that I wore to Italy.
Oh yeah. It's cool.
So that's actually mine. But when I was getting the numbers from, I think we're doing like 2,000 units of it. Yeah, $50,000 to sample it, to get everything going, shipping across these. That was just too much money for me. So I jumped back into meeting celebrities and networking with celebrities. And from there, I was just a fashion stylist. And it was just going to parties from literally Wednesday to Sunday. And that's how I got out of shape. So that's how that whole thing came out. So, drinking, partying, smoking, doing dumb shit to gaining 50 pounds. So I was 268 pounds. I'm like, man, what am I doing in my life? Like, all I'm doing is just partying. Next thing you know, I found out that I'm having a daughter. I'm like, okay, we got to switch something up. So switched it up and then became a personal trainer, lost all that weight and got begged into doing bodybuilding. And here I am.
So I love your dress. There's not many guys in men's physique, even in classic, that dress the way that you dress. I think it's really unique. So when I say that, it's not because I'm being an arse. It's because I'm jealous.
No, I know.
Because I want to dress like you.
Stuff.
But Maureen's the same. Maureen can buy, like, and I'm sure all you girls are the same, right? You can just buy really basic stuff, wear it, and make it look good. There's a big group of kids and teenagers out there that feel like to be part of whatever elite club and fit some kind of niche, but they've got to go out and buy the Gucci, the Armani, the Louis Vuitton, and it'd be really cool to see one of you do like a basic I'm going shopping video.
I'd love to do one if somebody would send me some clothes. I would love to do one.
No, so I'm actually talking about you going on the high street and like going into like Forever Young or whatever shops there are out there and just buy a wardrobe or 2 outfits for less than $100 kind of thing and put it together and show them how it.
You want to know what's funny? Here's a funny story. So I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with Safari Samuels. He was Nicki Minaj's ex-boyfriend before that whole split. So I was working with him for a while, and he ended up coming to my house because, again, after I did get in shape, he came down. He was like, train me, and I was still like in a sense of still working with some stylists and stuff like that. So he was like, man, I got this event that we have in LA, and I literally went to Target, Forever 21, and found it is still today's date one of my favorite outfits that I've ever worn to an event, like a red carpet event, and people were like, bro, that shirt's sick. I'm like, yeah, it's $20. Like, it was a $20 button up. It was leopard. It had red flowers across it. It was so crazy that like people don't understand that you don't have to have Gucci, Louis, Prada. You don't have to have that stuff to look good. If you're confident in wearing what you like to wear, you're gonna make it
in shape. You're gonna make it look good, right?
Right. Absolutely. So yeah.
Beatrice sent me a really cool post the other day. It was about a hat that was manufactured somewhere from a popular brand.
I remember.
A popular brand, right? And it's really interesting that a lot of these popular brands that are emerging into European markets and even in America, they're sourcing all their stuff from China, from Pakistan, from Bangladesh. And if you look at, so I dug into that a little bit deeper, B, and the cost per unit, if you're buying in reasonable amounts, let's say if you're doing that hoodie you're wearing now, or the top that Jordan's wearing or Maureen's wearing,
it's like 12.
If you're
$12.
Yeah, it's not that expensive. It really isn't that expensive. And if you buy more,
it does make sense.
You can actually get that stuff shipped in. We could even all fly out to the factory, because now I know where these factories are. Fly out to the factory, hand pick your materials, design your clothes, come up with a brand, and then bring it back. And the margins are phenomenal. Like if you think about Young LA, and every time they do a hat, what about hats cost like $3, if that, in the quantities that they buy. And they're selling them
Well,
at like 35,
brands
40,
do that,
45.
I think. Yeah.
35, 32.
The work
But
there
it's
is
just
very
like,
cheap. So it's the same
to do it
thing
on your own,
for everything else, I think.
right? But to do it on your own, it's difficult. But to do it as a bunch of people would actually be far easier, because then you pull in on all your reaches, your engagements, the fact that you're going to be touring here, there, and everywhere, and you've got a bigger investment initially. And if you do it all as a group, then you're all equal share partners or equity partners in that one brand. I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there.
Yeah.
I thought it was interesting. Why sort of ask someone to sponsor you when you can effectively do what Urs Kalinski's doing in Germany? Like, I remember we offered him a contract with Nebbia, and he said, "No, I am my own brand. I believe in me," and he's killing it. Like, he did a drop 4 weeks ago. He did a T-shirt, a jacket, and a hoodie, and he sold out $500,000 worth of shit in a weekend. He believes that strongly in his brand. You've got a guy from Spain called João Pradell. He does the same thing. Once a month, he drops a new T-shirt, and he makes $500,000 every month. But I know, and he's not even an Olympian. He's just got a strong following in Spain, and he's hell bent on. He does all the things I think a good athlete should do. In that, he'll on his own dime, he'll go and travel to America, and he'll buy like an intercity ticket, and he'll go to New York, he'll go to Texas, he'll go to Florida, and he'll train with whoever wants to train with him. Whether it's a Nick Walker, a Derek, a Guy Cisternino, anyone. And his following's gone from like 100,000 to more than 500,000 subscribers on his YouTube channel. But I think those guys that are active in bodybuilding, you've got that ability to do that if you want to, and to facilitate it. Let's do it, but you've got to want to do it. And I always say, you always get out what you put in. It's all well and good jumping in on an idea, but then making it happen, you need to have that work ethic. It's super important. Yeah. But I think it's possible. I think it'd be really cool if we did start one. And with your fashion skills and Maureen's fashion sense and your fashion sense, there's no reason why it couldn't be successful.
It's a good idea.
Everyone's silent. Why not? Dude, what have you got to lose? What have you got to lose? Like, you could do your own supplement brand one day, like 10 years from now. Like, if you look at all the popular bodybuilders now.
I don't think I would ever jump in that lane.
I wouldn't do it now, but if you look at the smart people, like your Dexters, your Flex Wheelers, your Ronnie Colemans, your Kevin LeBrons, they didn't start supplement companies in their 30s or 40s. They started supplement companies in their 50s.
Yeah.
So they had 3 decades of experience and 3 decades of growing their fan base before they started rolling shit out. The problem nowadays is that someone becomes an Olympian and they want to start making their own brand straight away. And they've got zero credibility behind them. They've got zero work, like they haven't got a fan base around the world that's international because they've not really been around the world enough for the audience to know them.
Yeah.
Like Ronnie's killing the game because he's an 8-time Olympian and he's traveled the world for like 4 decades. Like, killing the game because he's a 4-time Mr. Olympia and he's traveled the world for 3.5 decades. Flex Wheeler, Dexter, all these, like, we saw Dexter just a few weeks ago. Same shit, different bucket. But I think the problem is we're all too like, I want to do it now, I want to do it now, I want to do it now. And I mean, you put all your money into something, you haven't really got a stronger fan base as you thought you did. And then it flops, which is disheartening. So I think everything's got its time. I'm not saying do it immediately, but it's definitely something you should think about. Who knows what your popularity is going to be 10 years from now? You know, could be super huge.
Could be not. You know, could be nothing.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I think look, Maureen's been competing what 10 years, if that.
Okay.
8, 10 years. she's come to stardom in the last 2 or 3 years. Like she's always had that momentum going in, but the last 2 or 3 years she's gone like this. Jordan, your journey's just started. So you're winning one show.
Yeah.
You're competing in one show, and you get into an Olympia. So you can't be far off from Mark.
That's
You've got to
amazing.
consider yourself as a future top 10 competitor for sure, right? And then Erin's, won shows. He's won the Olympia, so his
won the Arnold twice.
there as well.
Hey.
I did.
Yeah, that's what.
Big deal. Big deal, and not many people can say they've done that. So I think all your trajectories are like this, and you've got to strike whilst the iron's hot. I think if you lose momentum and you're not being creative with your mind in what you can do and how you can progress, then you're going to be stuck in that rut all the time. You need to try new things. You've got to roll the dice and take a gamble, otherwise nothing's going to happen. You've got to go out there and engage with audiences that you've never engaged with before, otherwise nothing's going to happen. It's not just going to knock on your door and fall in your lap sitting where you are in Texas or in Fresno. Luckily for Maureen, she travelled last year and her visa ran out. And in that time, she was able to connect with some other companies over here in Europe. But she had to be out of America for that to happen. If she stayed in America, it would never have happened.
True.
Right? You've got to think outside the box sometimes and do what other people aren't doing, I think. But what do I know? I'm a 46-year-old bald optician, and I don't know anything. Speaking of Arnold's, Kyron's not here today because he's deep in prep. Energy's a bit low. So I was like, just focus and lock in on the Arnold's for the next 2 weeks. I mean, 2 weeks after that, I'm hoping he's got his passport. I don't know yet. But 2 weeks after that, he's going to come to England. I mean, Angela's actually at a conference in America with one of the brands that she's working with. So she hopefully will join us next week with Dino. She's promised me, which will be super cool. And we've got Legion Sports Fest promoter Chris Min's joining us, who I've only ever met a couple of times, but we just hung out in a Piro for 2 or 3 days, and we had such a good laugh. It was absolutely hilarious. Erin, we missed you and Maury. We totally missed out there. We had such good jokes. It was really, really cool. And our good old friend Emilio came out as well, Maureen. So he got to meet Rudy, and that was cool. I've never seen Emilio nervous ever in my life.
That's funny.
You know, when you go into a boardroom, like, he walks in and he sits down at his table, Rudy. It was like watching Emilio walk into the principal's office at school.
That's hilarious.
He shit his pants. It was so funny. But it was good. It was good. We all had a good time, and there's some good projects coming out next year with both of them. So next week, we've got those guys on. If you guys want to invite anyone on of your own,
I'll be in Brazil.
Arnold's or
I'll be in Brazil next week.
Oh shit! Yeah, you're going to the Dragon Farmer tour, right?
You can be with them.
Yeah.
With Angela and Dino.
For?
Yeah, I mean, they're in the same city I'm going to, so I'll try to connect with them and get going on that.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
At least for an Instagram collaboration.
That'd be sick. That'd be really, really sick. Are you back for how you're out there for what, 5 days?
Yeah, I'll be back the 25th, and then 3 days I fly back out to Arnold Classic, Ohio.
You're not going to Maureen, you're not going to Ohio. Jordan, are you going to Ohio?
I'm not. No.
I'm definitely not going, and Beatrice is definitely not going. Cool. Okay, so this one
I will be in my
nobody's
country.
going.
I will be going to the UK.
I don't know.
That's enough.
I'm 50-50. I might even still go out last minute. I haven't decided yet. I'd like to. I want to go because Mo Shaban's competing, and I just saw him today, and he looks phenomenal.
He changed.
I don't know if any of you guys know Mo Shaban. He looks so good.
Change.
For the first time, I'm seeing like a proper X-frame.
You know why?
And detail and tiny.
Bro, you know
Why?
why? Because he had a long ass break because he got sick. And he was break everything, like no workout, no dieting. He did Ramadan too. He did fasting. You know, he was really everything.
Is he doing Ramadan now? Is it Ramadan now?
He did last year. So, and then he got sick. So he did really like a good year off, like nothing. If he missed a meal, he missed a meal, whatever, you know. And now he's like, he changed a lot. Every time I see him in golds, he's just, whoa, you know, crazy.
Yeah, I was on a FaceTime video call with him and Tracy earlier on today, and he looks like I've never seen this version of him ever.
He looks really like, I mean, you know, on prep, you kind of look like zombie, right? He is tired.
Yeah, oh yeah.
But he looks like, whoa, you're doing really good, you know.
Because he looks focused.
We went to Lunar Festival like 4 days ago. He was with us, you know. He was tired, but he was there, you know.
Wow,
great! It was
I'm excited. I think if Hadi Chupan wasn't there, and if what's the other dude called?
Samson.
Yeah, if Samson wasn't there and Hadi wasn't there, I'd say he'd be in with a chance of winning.
Yeah, he looks really good.
Yeah, he's definitely in my top four. If he can crack into the top three, for sure. But he's almost looks like, and this is no disrespect to what's he called, Derek, but he's almost got a similar
because the waist is so
X-frame
tiny.
structure.
The waist is so tiny.
Yeah. How the fuck did he get it that tiny? I don't get it.
Fasting, bro. Just kidding. I don't know. He fasted really long, so. And you know, he got sick. Now he feels better. So you know, the body the body works better when you're doing better. You know. So.
Yeah, no, I'm excited to see him. We're gonna go. I booked us all a big table at a really, really cool Indian restaurant in Birmingham Sunday night.
Wow.
Well, I freaking fly back at freaking 5 o'clock.
Come. When do you fly back?
I really do want to go somewhere. I'm kind of getting bored.
I fly back at 5 p.m.
on Sunday.
Yeah, but I was just talking to Young LA too, and they were talking about try to see if I can change my flight because they're having a party too. So I'm like, oh my God. But then when I looked at flights to come back, when I looked at flights, it's an extra damn near $1,500. I'm like,
you see, this is why I can't go anymore.
Why? If they booked your flight, you should have said to them, "Let me book my flight and I'll claim it back." That's what Maureen does.
I did book my flight, but I booked my flight from that Thursday to Sunday, and not thinking that we were doing anything Sunday.
You're an idiot. You are the biggest idiot I know. You did the same in Italy.
I know I did, but that's all for you. That was
always
on you.
Stay one extra day.
That was on you. Hell no, that was on you for Italy.
No, but it was on me. But then he asked us to change. He asked us to change it, not me. So I changed.
And how much was that ticket?
Ask you.
How much was that ticket?
Well, it was about
$1,000.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh man, that sucks. Oh, we'll have dinner on Saturday night anyway. I'm sure.
Yeah, but I'm gonna still try to change it because the thing is, it's like I still don't get home until Monday. So.
Right.
Yeah, no, I'll try
it. Jordan, come out.
Yeah. Okay.
Man.
When I need to go, let me know. I'll write it down.
Arnold, UK.
Arnold, UK.
Okay.
Oh God, I always
send me what airport you're coming from, and then I'll try and find.
He can actually find you good flights. He can find you good flights. That's one thing he could do.
Cheaper in America.
How long will I need to be
way
there
more
for?
Expensive. 5 days.
5 days. Okay.
5 days.
I think my kids can take care of themselves for 5 days, right?
Yeah, because
we hope so.
Okay, not 5. I mean 4.
They're
You lose one day flying over, right?
You lose one flying.
I mean, you've got Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I mean, you head back on Monday, so you'd be here for 4.5 days.
Doing it. I'm gonna do it.
Do it, girl.
Do it. You'll have fun. Everyone's going to be there. It's going to be fun.
Everybody. Well,
I've got a twin room.
Marine, you're going to UK, right?
Yeah.
yes.
That's
So
just gonna be
cool.
lit.
Everyone is gonna
Hey,
be
we should
there.
actually do a live shoot the
Yes,
shit
podcast.
in the
We have-
UK.
We
Oh,
need
God. I have to go.
You're frozen.
Frozen.
you froze,
Who's
bro.
frozen? Oh,
Okay.
My connection's playing up.
You
Yeah.
defrost.
Yeah. So everyone here is going to be in the UK, including Kyron and Angela. Angela's going to be there too, I think, because Panata's going to be there. So it's going to be cool.
It's gonna be really cool.
if I'm not going to Spain, maybe I just go to the UK. Just allocate that money for the UK.
Stupid internet. Right.
Well, what's
It's gonna
crazy,
be-
like the
but when
flights,
you guys
the flights are not that expensive. I paid $691 for my tickets.
Where will I stay?
Dude, we've got a twin room, so you and Aaron can share.
Who?
Here you go.
or what I'll do is I'll jump into Erin's room. We'll share a twin room, and you can take my room.
Queen room. That's right. Okay. Yeah.
Cool. That's fair.
She's rethinking it.
That's fair. I don't mind.
now.
I don't mind Erin's
Given the
story. It's
conditions.
cool.
Oh God. Here we go. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna look into it. Okay.
But all right, have a think about it. Let me know because you've got 2 weeks. You've got 4 weeks to decide, sir. But you want to book within the next 2.
Okay.
You want to
well,
go within the end of this week,
Christ on.
Yeah.
like at least by Tuesday.
Right.
Okay. Well.
It'll be cool. It'll be good. It'll be good for you to network as well when you're there. So it'll be fun to meet new companies and new people.
True. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna
All
think
right.
about it.
On that bombshell, let's call it a night. I need to eat my last meal and go to sleep. I got cardio in the morning. Maureen, if I don't speak to you before next week, happy birthday.
Thank you.
When's your birthday?
God bless you with lots of baby Mauis and Franciscos.
Whose birthday?
When's your birthday? On the 23rd.
That's good.
And Fran's for day after. So no, have a great time in Tanzania. I'll try and call you on the weekend just for a catch up.
Okay.
If anyone's down to do a photo shoot at Arnold UK with Nebia, let me know. We'll try and squeeze one in on the day leading up to the event. If you can. If you can't, it's not a big deal. But they've asked me to try and organise one. So see how available you might be.
Mhm.
And then we'll go from there. If not there, female for sure we're doing one with Gilco, I believe. So she'll email you guys about that later on.
All right.
Have a good
Got
night.
you.
Thank you for your time again. It's been a
You
pleasure.
too, guys. Thank you.
We'll see you guys.
See you.
I'll just say I'm really impressed with Jordan because this week she said 10 more words than she said last week.
Oh,
And that's progress.
And
Well
we
done.
talked about things that I can get up along with, like hair and lashes. Like I could talk about that all day long.
Well, look, next week you should do a beauty segment, and whatever it is you want to talk about, you can talk about, and we'll all chime in.
Okay. Let's do it.
I-
Let's do it.
I really enjoyed your conversation about eyelashes. I learned something new today. All right.
That's all, folks.